you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield to throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Staying on the ground on first with Camaro. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll toss it out right to Camaro. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Browns 7. Will Lutz to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield off the play fake. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws, I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run again with a fullback Burton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
2 yards.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. They run, jump, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll roll him out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Breeze pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Brees going to go on 4th down. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working from the gun, it's Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brees. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Brees to throw again. And Brees is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 50 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
56, check 56. Hey, 133.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
65, 65. Alert, 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 alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This pass complete to Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
The 23-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Saints' 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Rashard Higgins. Brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Breeze now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Alvin Kamara.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Now Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cody Parkey lining up.
And that one will pretty much... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 25-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back.